Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is at 27 cents. It looks like we are in the red today. But now guys, before we jump into news, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor nor is financial advice, just entertainment value only. Peter Pumpkin is sued out 26th August 2020.
I mean, the simple answer is yes. Putting it into effect is more complex, but I think the simple answer to that is yes, of course. The reality is, cryptocurrency is here to stay. It's not something that's going away. It's not a fad. And that goes back to part of the education I was talking about. I think a lot of policymakers and lawmakers think that it's a fad. They see the Twitter thing and they go, oh, see, it's just a scam, right? But it's not. It's here to stay. And it includes, public digital currencies.
Well, that's a bet that, Brad, you're making. Absolutely. You're building that infrastructure, that architecture of a tomorrow that we see coming. What are the challenges that you think you need to overcome?
Well, I would be beating a dead horse to talk more about the regulatory clarity challenge. Beyond that, certainly selling into a pandemic is a little bit tricky. We are seeing at Ripple both some headwinds because, getting in-person meetings, which has been the cornerstone of some of our sales efforts, is hard. But we're also seeing a lot of tailwinds. I have said publicly, I think that the macro view on crypto in a world where you're seeing massive stimulus of fiat currencies, that's very inflationary over a longer arc of time. And I think that's probably very good for crypto. But I also think this isn't just about crypto as a speculative asset. It's about crypto using these technologies to solve real problems. And I think that over a longer arc of time is really where kind of quote unquote the promised land will be for not just for what Ripple is doing in the XRP community, but really crypto on a broad base. And I think all boats can rise, absolutely. And so for me, it's, hey, we need to make sure there's regulatory clarity. We need to make sure we're focused on real use cases, not science experiments, but actually solving real problems. Silicon Valley has a reputation, I think deservedly, of sometimes having technologies in search of a problem which don't really go anywhere. And I think it's important that the various projects, regardless of what technology platform is being used, need to be clear about who their customer is and what problem they're solving.
There's Brad Garlinghouse. Again, 26th August 2020 may be a very important date for XRP. Next one comes from Bro XRP.
So as we were saying before, it's critical from our standpoint. And I think one of the things that we've seen early on is that the blockchain movement, starting with Bitcoin, kind of went in the face of regulation. There's some discussion out there that you could actually see where it's almost like the Napster, where it was the first one, it was the innovative, it created the movement, but then because it didn't kind of work within the regulatory framework, it ends on that basis. You have to work within the regulatory framework.
You have to work within the regulatory framework. Once again from Peter Pumpkin.
I'm looking at four of the leading crypto platforms: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple, and the distribution of returns is extremely wide. Why is that?
Well, you see the use case for each of those assets to be different and aligned to areas of the industry that we really have to focus on. We can't necessarily paint with a broad stroke why Bitcoin would be rallying and why XRP would be rallying in the same case. So you're going to see a divergence between certain coins, but also an overall all tides rise effort when we see an activity towards Bitcoin and the rest of the digital asset market.
Give me an example. You said that one of the reasons why there is a dispersion of returns is that they have different use cases. Compare one against the other in light of those different returns.
Sure. You've got a store of value component with Bitcoin where people are seeing this as almost a flight to safety or a flight to sovereignty for their sake. So when geopolitical situations become concerning, you're going to want to be able to hold your own assets and access those at any time 24/7. That's going to be a different case and scenario for something like XRP, which is really going to be useful for cross-border transactions, instantaneous settlements, and moving funds across borders.
XRP is Ripple, right?
Yes, XRP is actually the digital asset. Ripple is a company.
Oh, okay.
XRP. Next it comes from Gold Telegraph. Watch.
We could offer a Treasury debt instrument that included a gold convertibility feature. Why gold? It doesn't have to be gold. But since central banks in over 100 countries already hold gold as part of their international reserves, it seems a good, neutral reserve asset. And in my mind, a way to avoid political resentments. So let's imagine a U.S. Treasury instrument that works like this. On the day of maturity, the holder of the Treasury bond would be entitled to receive back either the face value of the bond or a pre-specified amount of gold. Now, I'll say that again. The day the bond matures, the bondholder gets back either the face value on the bond or else a pre-specified amount of gold. It is their option. So, for example,
Gold, gold, gold. Reintroduction to us United States gold bond. Now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. PureX has tweeted out, Mr. Pull Drop, quick observation, bridge, light, nighttime. What do you think? So we can see this picture from Mr. Pool, posted once again. Light up those overseas bridge liquidity corridors. Is everything about to connect, guys? Cyflux has tweeted out, I can't tell you how amazing it is to wake up every morning mega rich. Ever since XRP went to $2,000 behind the curtains, my life has drastically changed. Just goes to show if you believe in the right people on Twitter, great things can happen in crypto. Thanks, Cugs. This will be reality one day. Next week comes from XRP HODL. Mayflower departed September and arrived in November. We can see this picture from a while back. You guys can pause and check all of this out. But again, September plus. Nicholas Zach has tweeted out, I'm seeing more exchanges delisting tokens, and I have said this before. Coins with no proper regulations will be delisted. What do we see here? Again, we have been seeing some exchanges delisting coins. Interesting, guys. Once again from XRP HODL, Brad Thanos Garlinghouse, 99% of crypto probably goes to zero. When I snap my fingers, the real, you guys can see this, will cease to exist. Lots of coins will probably go to zero. Crypto Will tweeted out, this is how the stock market is right now. People are FOMOing in because they are told that the Fed will protect them. Whoa, this goes up forever. Again, September plus, guys, we'll have to see a lot of stuff will be happening, it looks like. Camila tweeted out this right here. From Crew Tribe, we can see this right here. This happens. Not sure if it's a glitch or does the true XRP values already set, just waiting for the switch to get flipped. It's about $11,000 USD per XRP. Let's watch this video. And there we go, guys. What do we see here? Another, in quotations, price glitch. MTV Media tweeted out, the Fed is going to announce a new digital dollar soon. They are openly exploring several different blockchains. I wonder which one will it be. Powell's speech on Thursday will confirm hyperinflation in USA so they can reset system to new digital format. Again, we'll have to see what happens. Patience, patience, patience. Dun Gold has tweeted out this picture right here. Now Mr. Poole tweeted out this. Again, and then we can see right here, system failure, lack of access. Valjester tweeted out, gold standard approaching. What do we see here? The reset has begun. September and October surprises. Oh. September plus. We can see gold. Once again from Valjester, Ripple, Stellar, Zinfin equal the future. Now you guys can pause and read all of this, but again, Ripple, XRP, Stellar, and Zinfin. Gorgecko tweeted out, there isn't much time left to get XRP at these levels. XRP Yo-Yo has tweeted out this picture from David Shores from a while back. Again, but I sure wish I held some. Look at this green candle, guys. Once again from XRP HODL, XRP Rich List Stats, August 2019 versus August 2020, all balances went up. everyone is and was accumulating. For Jacket Sweet Out Gold, we can see these pictures right here. Ex-Anderson and Sweet Out Brad Garlinghouse told us that banks will custody digital assets directly in 2019 and that it would surprise us. It took a little longer than expected, but banks are now allowed to do so. Thanks to the OCC, it was surprising. He also told us major banks will use XRP. He also told us major banks will use XRP. Final tip for today's video comes from Baba Cooks. The new financial system won't happen for 5-10 years. You guys can see this. Banknotes printers will soon be crunching out. A new digital era, guys. But who knows what is going to happen at the end of the day. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And you guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do. And he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.